Hey, hi, good evening, guys. I want to do a review about what I analyzed on last weekend before the market starts. And if you watched to my last week, she's not here. Sorry. Let's go back to my channel. Okay, you go to my last week. Okay, I already. This is my analysis for the upcoming week, and we are going to go through today about what I see and what I plan accordingly. So for pound yen, we actually plan that there is a chance that price might rotate down in this coming week, which is currently ongoing right now. Okay, and we are going to take a look at that. And we also take a look at CHF yen, that there is an opportunity for price to rotate down. Okay, there's an opportunity for price to rotate down for the CHF yen. Okay, because price have reached quite a supply level here. Okay, there's a lot of resistance there, and we are actually looking for a sell, and I'm in the sell. Later I will share with you. Okay, so for CHF yen, we're actually looking for a sell past this early week, at least to the 111.500 area for CHF yen. And then for the British pound Swiss franc, right, we look for a buy, but there is no, as just like the pound yen, we expect pound pairs to actually rotate down for most of the pound pairs. Okay, and US, I expect the market to go up and retest. That is the gist of it. And the Euro, I expect the market to go up before it tests down, and same for the USD CHF, we actually to go down before it go up. So we are going to take a look at all that. Alright, so bear with me. So we just start with the pound yen. Okay, let's go to pound yen, and then we shall go to DXY. And I will stop my video because I'm talking nonsense there. Okay, so pound yen, we are still back on the monthly. Okay, on the monthly, this zone and this trend line, and we don't concentrate on the candle that is running right at the moment. We just have to concentrate on last week, and just do note that this is the second week. Okay, second week of the trading week. Last week we have the NFP, which has passed, so now we have the second week of the trading. So I expect they're going to, as I say, it's going to be very choppy for pound yen. Alright, so in the weekly, what we see is that there is a very strong bullish momentum in this case. Alright, and usually when there's a strong bullish momentum close, right, a lot of people are looking to buy, which is actually the wrong position in which for you to look for a buy. Your buy should not come over there, your buy should come right below here. So as I say, I do expect the market to go down to rotate this area, in which it does so far for today. So, but do I need to mark the supply area here? It just remains to be seen, because today is only daily and the day is just started. So it's still too early for us to conclude anything yet as of now. But what we do know is that, as I say, we expected this kind of move is expected. As I say, after a strong push, market will normally make a reply wave towards the downside. So any buys from here is not really recommended, but you can consider to have a short for the market to go down in this case. Okay, so in this case, we are going to look at the H4. There is a very strong push up. If you look from here, right, why this market go down, there is quite an ample explanation. Okay, let's go and zoom in and I'll share with you why. Okay, when you look at, I'll just put it here so that you can see clearly, right? Okay, every time before you want to look, let's say if you identify a trend in the daily as an uptrend. Okay, before you want to go and enter, there must be some sort of confirmation. Okay, like for instance, you see there's this strong push, 1 2 3 4 5 H4 candles, bullish candle go up, and then one small candle, and this is actually the time where you can actually put your buy signal. Okay, your buy is not going to be based because of that weak sell momentum, but it's also because of this strong bullish momentum pushing up. And then put your stop loss right below the low here, or 30 pips, up to you. Okay, so that is the idea behind how you want to look for entries. In terms of after you identify, you have to take a look at the recent price action and the momentum before you decide. Okay, so what happened here is that if you look from here, right, okay, there is a strong sell around here, there is strong buy around here. Okay, there is a strong buy around here, and then once this candle come out, it's a weak sell. That is where a lot of people are looking for buy, but just remember, price has already make a push. That's why after price make a push and push up, I'll be very cautious to do for any kind of buy in this case. And what happened eventually is that price make an inside bar. Okay, you look, it's actually price make an inside bar, and after this, right, after this big sell momentum, what happened? Price make a false break of this inside bar and close as a weak buy momentum. See, so there is no reason to this where the buy totally have to stop. And what happened? Price make a weak fill. This is not a weak sell momentum, this is a weak fill. That means this weak here will be filled up by the body. The next one comes here, which is the inside bar breakout. If we took the horizontal levels, right, you can see that there is a inside bar breakout in this case. Okay, leaving the mother bar, and this is the signal for you to go long, go short, sorry. Okay, and that's why the market goes down in this case for pound yen. Okay, so but is this kind of move expected? Yes, as I say, I expected this kind of move, but I don't really take it because I'm not really confident about this kind of move and how long will it sustain. But nevertheless, a move down has happened, and I believe that it will still clear around here and to reach at least 133 or the 134 before another push up. That is for pound yen. So in this case, right, look for price action confirmation before we look for any kind of. So example, for instance, right, can we do in this case, can we do this as a supply? And the answer is yes, because why? Because there is a rally base and a price drop and break this support. Do not mark this level. So the next thing, that should price came up, you should not be in this buy. Okay, should not be in this buy. Instead, you should look for some kind of price action signal again to look for a sell in this case, and continue to where we target for this week, that the price for pound yen is going to rotate down at least. Okay, and because the yen is quite strong at this moment of time. Okay, so I'm going to clear on pound yen. Then I also want to talk about CHF yen. Okay, if you look at CHF yen, okay, as I say, for you look at CHF yen for the monthly, okay, of course price is pushing up, but when I look closely, right, the one, I find it quite interesting, like it's quite a lot of congestion around here. So the thing is, right, it's going to be quite messy in this case. So if I look at the weekly, there's the price trend line has broken down and then SV test. So I put a minor zone here in the level of 111.400. okay, that will be the level where I believe that there will be some kind of retest. Okay, a retest of this level, before price went up to eventual price of 117 to 118. So I already took a short entry in this case. I'm gonna show it here. So you see that this is my CHF yen, and I managed to get the sell because of this week. You look at here, this is strong bias, right? But once you look at here, right, look at the buy momentum, compare this to this is no longer telling me that the buyers are in control. That's why I took a sell in this case, which actually kind of justify how I analyze the market to move. In this case, there is a inside bar here, and now there's a legit inside bar breakout. Okay, for the CHF yen. So for CHF yen, I do expect market to go down to at least around 111,400. Okay, before making some sort of a reaction. Okay, in this case, because if you look based on what I shared, is that there is a strong supply zone which is forming out here, and which market has sort of react to. This is the daily. Okay, the daily. So market have to go down here, to rotate down here, to look for, to go down to the demand area. Okay, then we might look for another kind of entry for a buy. For now, price is in the supply. We don't, and price in the supply, we don't look to buy, we only look to sell. And that is for CHF yen is done. So it's went according to analysis. So the next one that we'll talk about is I think DXY. Okay, DXY, as I say, I was expecting for price to move up. Okay, so in this case, price did not move up yet because it's very slow. And today, last week shows that, even though last week shows bearish candle and a very strong one, so in this case there is a chance that it might go down to the 95. In this case, it might just go down to the 95 before making a reaction. In this case, because we look from the weekly, there is not, from the weekly, what we can really see, actually the most interesting part that we can actually see, that if you look at this trend line, it's kind of broken in this case. Yeah, in the weekly. So actually now it makes sense why the market never really went up to retest. Okay, one touch, two touch, three touch, market went up and then pushed down. Okay, so the weekly is there. To the daily, I've shown very, I mean in this case, look at these sellers in control here, and only one small bullish candle, so it's not enough to push the market up. So in this case, it's still a sell at least until the 95, and there is no impulse wave up, so there probably won't be any push up in this case. I mean, you look at the H4, right? There's still push here, right? So if there is a minor zone that we want to take, that is only here, should it retest the 97.5 psychological here, psychological area here, before moving down to the 95. That is I meant for DXY. Okay, DXY still will go down in this case based on this daily close, and so far still around what, 4 hours plus for the candle close. So DXY doesn't really move as what I expected, but we are not, but I never say that we are going to go long. I just said that it might go up to go down. In this case, it never go up, but instead it just never really went up. Okay, for Euro USD, okay, I expect the market to go up and go down. So what happened actually? We look at the monthly. Okay, always mark your monthly. I will not mark here because it is redundant, as price has already broken down that trend line now for the monthly. Okay, but any buy here is a bit risky. Okay, even though there is still movement up, I would prefer a rotation down, most probably to this minus zone here. That would be the best. That's why I'm not looking for any kind of sell at this moment. So in this case, I'm looking for market to retest here before looking for any kind of buy, but I'm not looking for buy, so most probably I'm just waiting here. There's no much momentum. If you look from the candle closely, right, both the sellers and the buyers are equally in control here, so there's nothing that we can take here except that wait for tomorrow. When I see this style of candle, I'm not going to enter anything, because the down move already happened, no use to sell. Okay, and then there is no impulse wave up, there's no use to buy. Okay, so I'm just waiting for another retest of 1.13500 before we see the market. Expect the market to go down right here, so we have to wait and see what happens. Because for Monday, I mean, there are some pair you can get signals very strong, but there are some it just leave you hanging, so don't think too much. If it's not there, it's not there. And so yeah, talk about gold. I said that gold is moving down, right? But in this case, if you look properly, right, gold is kind of moving up. For me, that here and then this push, and this is just a small candle, and this might push up to at least here first. Okay, but if price break on top here, then we should expect market to retest here to go long for market. Because why we can possibly go for long, because if we look from here, right, lower lows already happened. Okay, lower lows already happened, so we are not looking to look for any kind of sell unless necessary. And you look at your daily, if you look at daily, right, it did not break any kind of support. Price is just at the demand now. That is why the price still went up. So now we have a consolidation and price is now in the demand, so we look for buy when price in the demand, at least to here 1725 should price went up to that stage. Okay, but of course the key minor zone that gold have is actually this. The minor zone should be around here, of course. Is the minor zone that it need to overcome 1715 and 1717 in order to reach on top here. So we have to wait and see how the price action turns out tomorrow. Okay, but from here the buyers are pushing up. Try not to go for a sell yet. Okay, if we reach at this up here, then we see for some price action signal for us to look for a sell. Because if you look at there is a trend line that we can take from here. Okay, I'll just take from here. It's too low. But usually I will take a trend line when price drops. Okay, price took the trend line but will not sustain. Okay, so in this case you can see that gold like to do this kind of thing most of the time. Okay, both trend line and it went up. Both trend line went up. Okay, both trend line went up, and now break trend line down. I'm not sure whether if you can break above, I said if you break above 1720, right, then there's a chance that this might want to retest the 1740 zone one more time. That's for gold. I think all pound pairs should be going down because of weak. Pound cat, as I say, I think I post in my group, in my story, that there's nothing that you can take from here. So if you are trading this pair, forget it. Okay, it's just wasting more time than ever. But what we can see here is that I can see sort of a head and shoulders here, which I see this to the left. Now if this is a base, but this is the inside bar, right? To me, if you ask me, I would probably look for a buy in the next coming days. if you ask me, I will look for a buy. Those who buy early just now are screwed. Okay, your buy should not come just now after this candle, so we have to wait. So right now, because the way I see it is that price make an impulse wave up and then price make an inside bar here. To me, this is a pullback. Okay, before the inside bar is formed, what is the trend is up, so this pullback will push the market higher. So I'm looking for a buy in the coming few days or tomorrow. We'll see how it is, but certainly not today. And that is it. I think I've covered most of it, and I will try to share more. I think USD CAD and USD CHF. Yeah, the last one. Okay, USD CAD at the point at the rate at where it's going right now, please don't go for a sell yet. Okay, at the point at where it's going right now, don't go for a sell yet, because even though there is 1.34010, say around that. This 130 pips. Okay, it's not really that big a deal, and price will recover quite a lot. If you want to take, for instance, if you miss a move, right, what you want to mark out is the previous supply. If price break over the previous supply and came back, then look for a buy. But if price does not break above that supply, then look for a sell. If price break here, if there's not some price action, you look for a sell. But if price straight away push up there, okay, don't buy here. Wait for it to go back, come back here, then you look for a buy. Okay, but at this rate, there is nothing that you can do. Why? Your sell supposed to come over here or here or here or here or here. It should never come here. Okay, so that is for USD CAD. So I shall stop here. If there's anything, you guys can subscribe and like or leave a comment. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.